I'm going to talk about Legacy 71. That's my new project. Legacy 71. What does that all mean? I'm 71 years old, and I'm going to start up another business, my 8th business. Has to do with manufacturing, distribution, marketing, the whole 9 yards. And I'm going to focus everything on Vietnam. From marketing, design, website. I'm going to spend a lot of time marketing and building the brand. I have the niche that I'm looking for. I have the funds to do this deal myself. I have the right person to execute the game plan. And I'm going to rock it, man. I'm going to build a business to sell it. I'm 71. I figure it'll take at least a year to become profitable. The only reason why is because of Vietnam. I'm actually going to move to Vietnam, set up the operation. Here's my steps. I'm using AI for the pro forma, for the business plan, and so on. I'm going to share it with my business attorney, make sure that he's got international background, and set up my non-disclosure agreements. Then we have to tie in with a Vietnamese business attorney. I'll be using the American Chamber of Commerce, which is AmCham, a combination of Vietnamese and American. I'll get all the designs, website, so on. These kids are educated through STEM. Most of us in the United States don't know what STEM is, but STEM basically is an educational program, and STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And understand the demographics and the geographical situation of Ho Chi Minh, which they still call Saigon, has got close to 12 million people. And 70 or 80% are under the age of 40. That's right. You got 101 million people in Vietnam, which is the size per square footage of Minnesota. And I'm from Minnesota. That's a lot of people. Not only is their economic situation increasing, but so is their population. I was there in March for 3 weeks. I got to get back. That's why I'm so motivated, is because they have everything at my fingertips at my age, 71, that I wish I had at 30. Now, understand, I was working with 3M for close to 30 years. And most of our business was new business development with 3M. They would basically tell us, here's our product, here's our market. Rock, we want you to go out and get the equipment, go get the people, and go and so on. We worked with people in Saudi Arabia. We work with people in France, England, Japan, Mexico, China. Vietnam came in later. Now that we're going through the tariff and the trade wars, America and China, now I find out that the EU also has an association in the South Pacific called, I'm going to hate to say it, ASEAN. It's ASEAN, and that stands for Association Southeast Asia Nations. And that is growing tremendously, even beyond the EU and United States and so on. So who's going to benefit from this? I'm looking at 5-10 years out. By the way, the people that I bring in, I'm going to sell this business. I'm going to be too old. I just want to have some action. I just want to stay in the game. You know, it's funny. I was watching the Masters and I was looking at Bernard Langer and Freddie Couples, and you know, these guys are in their last hurrah. A lot of my past clients that I've worked with as sellers, you know, they're all old. Everybody's old, but they don't want to let go. Do I want to let go? Yeah, I think so. My kids are done. I don't need to financially help them. They're all successful, and I just want to take on another family. And they just happen to be in Vietnam. Why do I want to take on another family? Because they're ready for it. They got the perseverance, they got the education, they got the grit. There is respect. There's competitiveness. All that stuff in Vietnam. I just feel like that's where I'm going to bet. I look at Trump and his personal family. They're betting in Vietnam. You can look at some of my other YouTubes about that. Elon Musk is investing with SpaceX. How about Vingroup? How about the Vingroup? How that's growing? And look at the relationships that Vietnam's got for supply chain. These people aren't fighting. There's no wars. These people are working together. That's what I like. I like to see people work together with the same vision, the same alignment of growth. That's what I'm talking about. So, Project 71, Legacy 71, is just because I had to name it. I'm not going to give up what I'm going to do. No way. I got an NDA being written. I got my agreements being written. I'm very excited about this. But I'm going to run it like it should be. But I also realize I'm going to sell it. And I'm hoping to sell it to the person that I'm going to pick to run the business, because there's going to be a vision that we're aligned together. We get along. We have chemistry. We're both smart. And he's bringing something. I'm bringing something. The other item here is he's bilingual, Vietnamese and English. He's got family values. I'm looking at all the things that I look at in life. Do I trust this person? Are they transparent? And could they work under my timeline, which is our goal? I don't know what God's got planned for me. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm betting on Vietnam, man. I'm betting on Vietnam. And this social media is going crazy, and that really helps me get out in the world and realize, oh my God, boots on the ground today is technology. It's TikTok, it's YouTube, it's Instagram, and that's my marketing. My concept is I'm going to outsource everything. It's my vision. I'm going to team up with the right people. We're going to spend a year just making sure we got the right partners to explode our business. After 50 years being in business, I know what to do. I'm not all about the money. I'm all about the excitement of building something. I'm also there to help other people. I call it the 3 E's. Educational, which goes mutually, okay, because I'm a continuous educator and influencer. Number 2 is encouraging. You need to encourage people. You encourage your children. You encourage your loved ones. You want people to be successful. You want to give them that motivation and that inspiration to grow, And we have empowerment. This is when you let them go. You let them go and take the risks. You try to reduce those risks so there's a benefit. And one thing people don't realize is there's tiny steps. It's progress, but it takes steps. Day after day after day, you see it, you feel it, and you see this journey, you see this vision. You never know when it's going to end. But I'm a type of person that has goals. And if somebody wants to work with me, I'm going to go all in. And not only my words, I'm going to commit to it. I'm going to dedicate to it. I'm going to invest in it all the way. My mental capacity, my motor skills, my money, whatever it takes to be successful. That's what I'm doing. So it's Legacy 71. Why? It's my age. It's my legacy. I want other people to be successful along with me. Always bring joy. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'll talk to you soon. This is LaManna. God bless.